But I know these people's hearts in the right place, right? You do not get to come on my platform and degrade them. I had someone comment and leave a review on my Facebook. You can go and see it. And this person is a Christian. I'm not going to name them because that's not what I do. But I want to address this type of Christianity because it's quite frankly disgusting. Jesus was a friend to sinners and saints, right? Now, if you think that you are a saint, then you're deluded. Because we are all sinners and we've all fallen short of the glory of God. And the reason why I bring this up is that this person has gone on my platform, not his, not anybody else's, my platform, and said about Dan Morgan from Voice of Wales being a scam artist. How dare you? You were supposed to be a Christian. Dan Morgan is doing what he thinks is best for Wales, and he is digging and ploughing into stuff that people would be too afraid of to bring to light in Wales right now. But he's doing it, and he's getting a lot of flack for it. It needs to stop, and it needs to stop coming from the Christians. Right now, there's things going on in Wales that are just unjust, right? That are wrong, and they need to be brought to light. The Bible tells us to expose the works of darkness, and Dan is doing just that. Stop degrading these people on my platform. You cannot do it, right? If you can, stand there and say you are without sin, then let's welcome the new Messiah to the earth, shall we, folks? But I can guarantee you are not without sin, so therefore you have no right to degrade Dan Morgan on my platform. And as well, is Bishop Tyrion a friend? Yes, he is. He's a very good friend, actually. I talk to him very often indeed. What's your point? What's your problem? Bishop Tyrion is not a far-right extremist. He is not a far-right nationalist. You need to stop saying this because not many of you can guarantee who degrade him and try to put him down on my platform. I've ever seen him preach. Know what he does in the background for people who are in terrible circumstances. Know what he's had to sacrifice. Not even know his family. None of you. So stop with the nonsense. If you're a Christian, shame on you for being this way. Matthew, what's your take on it?
The thing that comes to mind immediately when you're talking about that is that a lot of Christians miss the purpose of why Jesus went into the temple and overturned the tables.
Yes.
The whole point of the money changers in that time was legitimate because people were coming from afar and they needed to buy their animals for sacrifice for Passover, wasn't it?
Yes.
Right. That in itself isn't wrong. It was the diminishing of people's worship because the money changers were defrauding the people who were purchasing animals.
Yes.
Like, this is a dodgy dove, and they would buy it and they would take it to the priest as a sacrifice, and the priests were like, no, this is dodgy.
Yeah.
It can't be done. And that was a way of defrauding these people. They would send them back, and the dove would just get stuck back in and sold on to the next person. Yeah. So it was defrauding the people coming for Passover. And this is what Jesus was so annoyed at, because it was diminishing someone's sacrifice, someone's offer of worship.
Yeah.
Okay. So what can we learn from that? It's in the same way as we don't know what people's hearts are. We don't know what their conviction is. It's to go out and do X, Y, Z. But yet people who then come from afar and look in, they're diminishing that offer of worship, that offer of obedience.
Yeah.
In a better word, taking it out of the biblical context, putting it into this modern day, it's diminishing someone else's obedience, and I think that is disgusting, and that is why Jesus overturned the tables, not because someone had a dodgy past, maybe.
No. And then people will say that, but being a Christian and Jesus was all about love and compassion. And yet he went into that temple with a whip that he'd fashioned himself instead of whipping and overturning tables and whipping the people. Now, yes, Jesus is love. Yes, he is compassion, but he is also just and righteous and holy. He brings love, is about bringing correction. I mean, if you have a child, you don't just bring them up going, oh, they're amazing. Oh, it's okay, no problem. No, you correct them, you discipline them, because that's what love does. You want them to be good human beings when they're older. So you have to correct them, you have to discipline them. And I think our concept of love, especially in the Christian circles, is just so toxic. I got a message the other day. My producer passed it over to me. Someone saying that if your platform was more compassionate, then I think it would be better for Wales. My God, my platform is about bringing to light the darkness that has invaded Wales, and then pointing people to the one who is the light, who expels the darkness, and that is Jesus. So if you don't like it, scurry away. You don't have to watch it. But what I don't appreciate is you degrading people. You can degrade me all you like, because quite frankly, I don't care. It means nothing to me. Actually, I find it quite funny, and we do have a laugh about it in the office, as it is quite humorous. But for other people that I know behind the backgrounds, and yes, I've only met Dan Morgan once. I've met Bish, obviously, tons of times. But I know these people's hearts in the right place, right? You do not get to come on my platform and degrade them on my platform. And I'm talking to Christians, non-Christians. I have a different grace for you guys, because Jesus says, Father, forgive them, they know not what they do. And so I know there is a different level of responsibility for what we do as Christians. So Christians, if that is you, shame on you, and you need to repent. So don't look to the left, don't look to the right, look at Britain.